Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be showing you guys beadwork, like how to bead different outfits. But I feel like before I can upload those videos, because I have some videos already, I have to like show you guys the foundation, like so you can know everything you need for when beading. That's what I'm going to show you today. So if you're interested in watching that video, please be here basically. Before we go head right into it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up this video, and also share my content. Okay, it really helps me, please. Thank you. So the first thing I'll be showing you that we use is what we call beading needle. Now we have, at least from my own experience, I've seen like two different types of beading needle. These short ones, these very short ones, and then you have a longer one. I don't know where my long beading needles are, and those long ones are also covered, but I'll find a picture of it and insert it here. So this beading needle, the name of it is Regal. I buy it from the market. You literally see it in the market. It's inexpensive, and you can see that the number I am using, this is the same beading needle that those that do beadwork in terms of jewelries and all they use. Yeah, so you can see that the number is number 11 here. You can also use, can you see? Yes, you can also use 12. 12 is also okay, but number 11 is usually the smallest, and it will pass through the smallest bead. So look at how this needle is. If you can see, this is the tip where you put your rope. If you can see, that tip is gold in color. Let me show you guys again from here. Maybe you can see it because it's more sheer. Yes, you can see that the tip is gold, and then this is the pin side, and it's all silver. You also have the longer one that you can also use, but I don't have it at the moment, so I'll link it. I can't find all my long ones, to be very honest, so I'm going to link it. I'm going to put the picture of it here. Concerning which of these is better to use when beading, I've used both of them, and I can tell you that I don't see the difference. It all depends on you, your own hand, whether the one that you're more comfortable with. I prefer to use the short one. Some other people might prefer to use the long one, because of course the long one is going to carry more beads for you. It's going to give you more room to do your thing. But I find out that with the short one is more precise. Like I'm not carrying much beads, so I am like walking gradually, and my speed is faster with the shorter beads. Sorry, with the shorter needle. So the second thing we are going to be heading into now is, of course, the threads that we are going to be using. You can use your normal thread you are using to sew, to bead. That's it. It can pass through this smallest beading, this beading needle. The pro of this, of course, is everywhere. It's affordable. You can get it. You can use it free. You can get it easily accessible. But the con of this, what I don't like this one, because I've used it to bead before, is the fact that, first things first, the color of this thread, it usually shows, like it shows and is looking somehow in my eye, if you ask me. And then secondly, if you are working with like beads, if you're working with like different colors of beads, let me say the clothes you're doing a black clothes, but then it has some silver detailing or gold detailing. So are you going to now change a different, you have to keep changing threads when you're doing the beading work there. The beadwork, like it's really limiting. That's the thing. And then thirdly, if your fabric you're beading on is a stretchy fabric, you know, it's stretchy fabric, usually when you're cutting your clothes, let me say that the person's hip is hip 50, it might cut the clothes, like if they measure it might be hip 48, because the clothes can stretch to a hip 50. So do you get what I'm saying? So if you're working with a stretchy fabric, that you have to reduce the measurements of the outfit, because this thing does not stretch. When the client wears the clothes, the likelihood of the bead, the thread breaking is high, which leads me to the second thread I'll be showing you. This is the one that I use now, and I love everything about it, which is a transparent thread. Sorry, let me keep this transparent thread. This is called fishing line. It's white in color, and it is very tiny. I can't see gold. The thing that is here has gone out. This, so if I can show you the millimeter, like the sizing, I can't see it again. But if you go to the market, ask for the smallest one. That is what you need. This will pass through the needle very firmly. But how you will do it is make sure that you bite the edge of the thing to flatten it. If you bite the edge to flatten it, it will pass freely. Then you not hold it and drag it. It will just be comfortable. Now, the reason why I love this thread is, one, it's all color friendly. You can use it for any color of bead that you want to do, and it will give you what you want. You don't have to be changing thread. Do you get? And I have realized that even though this thread will show, but it's not as heavy in the eye when you are using like a thread. That's something I've realized. And then concerning the material, if you are using a fabric that stretches, you can use this because this is a rubber, like it stretches, it has some form of elasticity, so this is a very good one to use. So I'll advise you when you are doing your beading to use this. One con about this thread is this wiring is because the way it is, you see that it's curvy, like it's coily because of the way it has been packaged. If you don't take your time when you are beading your thing, the thread can tangle quite easily, so you have to take your time when you are doing it. But I feel like it's also the same thing with thread, but I feel like I've had that problem more when I started using this. But with more, like the more you bead, the more you get a hang of it, and also the more you bead, you realize that okay, I can't work much with this length of thread. Maybe let me reduce it. That's how you can manipulate it much better. So now we are done with this. We are going to head over to another form of wiring that we have, and it is this type of wiring. This one is the same thing as this wiring, but the bigger one. This is much bigger, so of course you already know that you're going to use this for a much bigger bead, like a bead that has a much bigger hole. Example, this type of bead, you can use this, and it also depends on what you're actually even doing. Do you understand? So the next time we are going to go to is these wirings. You have wiring that you use for beadwork. So you have the silver and then you have the gold. This wiring is 0.5 mm. Both of them, they are all 0.5 mm. Again, when you go to the market, those people that sell beads, they sell all these things. Now for this wiring, we are going to wonder what I'm using this to do. Is a different form of beading called 3D beading, in which you can use these and get yourself like a 3D leaf or flower or any form of thing that you want to do. Really just create your beading. You already know that because this thing is a wire, the beading is going to be structured. It's going to be more structured, so it's something that you want it to stand on its own. It's able to do that because you are using this beading, sorry, this wiring. So this is the next thing that you are going to need in your beading journey. So the next thing you are going to be needing in your beading journey is, of course, your scissors. We already know what we're going to be using these scissors to do, to cut off all the thread when we are beading and cut off any fabric. You know, by the time you're beading your material, maybe a fabric, you didn't put the bead well, that some fiber will come out, you just trim it off. So you're going to be needing a scissors. And the next thing that you are going to be needing is a shock. Now this shock I am showing you, you can even use pen, anyone. The reason why I'm showing you is this is when you want to bead your outfit, sometimes you might need to trace out the design, like the design that you want on your clothes. So with this shock, you see that the way the edge is sharp, is pointed, you can use this and design the detail on your fabric before you now go ahead and bead it onto, like start beading onto the clothes. With shocking your outfit, it's going to help you give you direction, especially as a beginner. It's going to make everything, like it's going to literally make everything come to life. You're not working off of your imagination. But if you're already experiencing the game, you can decide to work off your imagination. Yeah, so you're going to be needing a shock or a pen. But the reason why I like a shock is because it's something that can clean. So if I have a yellow dress, I can use the yellow shock to trace it so that it's not really showing that much. This is also blue. So these shocks, they have different colors. They have white, you have coral, you have like different ones. Let me show you the white one so you can get this, but it comes in this pack if you want it. I think they also sell it individually. Yes, so the next thing we are going to be using, of course I'll be showing you, is the most important thing, which are the beads. You're going to be needing your beads. In this case, you have to know or decide the type of bead that you want. Of course, that is your I can help you with that part. You are done that, will decide the bead that you want. So I'll be showing you different types of beads that I use, the ones I like to use. Yes, so the first one I'll be showing you is this one that looks like, that has this shape, but this is either a glass bead or a Swarovski. I'm not really sure. I'll put it on the screen. So this one that I use it and do a different form of design. This looks like a pendulum kind of vibes. Then you have this bead also that is bigger, this round one. The reason why I love these beads, like glass, I think either glass bead or Swarovski bead, that's what it's called. The reason why I love them is because come 10 years, this is going to be like this. It is never going to like fade. Do you get? It is always sparkling, like look at the sparkle on it. So this bead also has the smaller one. You see, this is the bigger one, they have the smaller one, but if you wash this smaller one, it is cone like. I don't know if you can see it. This big one is obviously a circle, but this one is giving cone. I don't know if you guys can see it. I also have this bead on this size, but the circular one, look at this, is the same thing as this one, circular, but this one, even though they are the same size, the shapes are different. I hope you can see the difference now. So there are different things. It depends on what you want to use it and do. I particularly like this shape because I like odd things. I feel like odd shaped things are more intriguing for me. But I also buy this one because sometimes you might not see this. I also buy this one, and sometimes I mix them together, and that is it. So I'll be showing you a different form of bead. This bead I showed, even though they're all gold, they also have this cone one in navy blue. There are also other different forms of bead. Let me bring it out. Look at this bead. They have these long ones, so you can also use this. There are different types of bead. Really, beads is not anything that you are going to look for. Like, there are different types of beads. I hope you found this helpful. These are the most vital things that you need for beading. To be very honest, the only thing that I need in this place is your bead and then this one, because, and the fishing line, the thread. If you don't have this around you, you can use this to start learning already. This is what I've been using. I even use this on some clients' clothes before I moved over to this, and it works well. Just be careful for a stretchy fabric, and then what you need is your bead. You don't even need scissors, because if you don't have scissors, you can use your mark, cut it. Like, this is basically the most important. These are the most important thing that you need. First video I'll be bringing you guys is how to bead a distorted tree branch. So if you want to see that, please subscribe to my channel, thumbs up this video, so that when the video drops, you're going to get a notification immediately. Okay, and tell your friends about me. Tell your friends about me, girls. It should pull up. Okay, subscribe, baby girls. Okay, I'll see you guys later.